Hello, RP here. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to take a look at a subscriber request by I Am Freaking Awesome. The request was for a 3x3 door, which I have to admit I have never built. As I've stated in my other videos, I try to be very conservative with my builds and only automate things that provide a real benefit to being automated, such as quickly harvesting crops, as you may have seen with my semi-automated wheat farm tutorial. Because this was a specific request, I feel obligated to help you, my viewers, and fulfill that request. I also want to mention before I get started here that there are probably a bunch of different designs for a 3x3 door. I know I tried a few different designs myself, including using just sand and making it a gravity type door. I tried that design, and by the time I was done it was so complex and involved so much wiring and so many pistons that I wanted to go for something that was much more compact and easy to design, just like the other things that I built. And I'm certainly not going to say that my design is any better than anyone else's, and I'm sure that you, the viewer, can point me to many that are better, and if you do know of some, please feel free to do so in the comments below. I'm always interested in learning and improving, and perhaps I'm Freaking Awesome will find one that is much more preferred over mine. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see, there's my 3x3 door in front of me. I left a hole in the middle. I tried doing a design that incorporated a center block, but it was always far too complex for what I like to build, so I left it out. And I honestly kind of like the little window in the middle of the door. It lets you see what's on the other side, and warns you if there's a creeper or something else lurking on the other side by quickly moving back and forth. And you can also shoot through the hole or attack through the hole, so there are some benefits actually to having it. I try to make the timing such that I can walk straight through without stopping, and the door would open in time to allow me through and close behind me, and that's accomplished with a pressure plate on this side. Oops. Pressure plate on this side and another pressure plate here, and those work in conjunction with one another to open and close, so you do have to step on the pressure plate to close it behind you. I just kept it simple and put a single pressure plate, but you could easily put 3 pressure plates across here to ensure that you actually step on it. Entirely up to you. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the build itself and how it works. Snazzy, I know. We'll go ahead and take a walk around here, and I'll also remove the blocks that aren't really necessary for the design. Ignore the torches on the ground. Those are simply there to allow for the dramatic effect. And we've got a couple blocks that are not needed here. Let's see, we don't need those, and we don't need those, and we don't need these. Alright, so this is the total design. Over here on the left, I'll give you a good perspective here. That's a compact T flip-flop design. Again, there's probably a bunch of others that are available or that other people have created. This may not be the smallest or most efficient one, but it works well for me. I'll go ahead and open it up here so that you can see the torch underneath. Alright, and that's that torch beneath the piston arm there. That would be the only component that's beneath ground level. Alright, so everything else is above ground here, which also meant that I had to go out of my way with the redstone wiring that goes around the outside to the output. I had to do that, or to the input I mean. I had to do that because I built it at ground level, If I were to do this again, I would probably raise up the T flip-flop 2 blocks and run the wiring underneath it so that I didn't have to use so much wiring, and I could get rid of that repeater over there most likely. Alright, let's take you up a little higher here. So we'll start up here at the top so you can see the design. Oops. Okay, so we just have a couple vertical wires here to get up to the top of the pistons. You can see how those work. Okay, and then on this side we just have a series of repeaters that are going into the blocks to provide power. Okay, and the only real trick here that you have to be careful of is this block right in front of me. That block has to be there to cut the wire. If you don't put that block there, then the wire underneath the pressure plate will connect to the wiring that goes into the repeaters, and it simply won't work. Alright, so make sure that you put that block there. Alright, so again, the build's made with 3 components. You have the door and the pistons that are connected to it, the T flip-flop over there that allows the pressure plates to act like a lever, and then the wiring and pressure plates that control everything. Torches on the ground, again, ignore those. So as usual, I'm not going to do a build from scratch or spend a bunch of time explaining everything. A picture's worth 1,000 words. You've seen all there is to see on it. You should be able to replicate it yourself. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you'd like to see more of these, please post a comment below with what you would like to see. Also, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future tutorials, and thank you for watching.